Why Do Guys with Usama and Dylan.
Why do guys? We get a why do guys? Why do guys? Why do guys? Why do guys?
We've said that's why we became friends so quickly is because I never met someone with as much chaotic energy just in their head as Usama.
Every time I try to get Usama to talk to me about it, I think he's like, I can't. I'm in Paris right now. I'm like, what?
Okay.
And he's like, I'm gigging, and also I got 3 chicks here, and I hope that's not on mic because we can't say that.
I wanted you.
Are we recording?
I wanted
Okay.
you to call in for one of our live shows, and you were like, I'm gonna be on a date, and I'm like, just take 5 minutes away from the date.
And I did it. Did I not?
You killed it. You did great.
It was a lot of fun. The girl.
The first time we were hanging out, I was hanging with Dylan. It was like another person was there with us, and we were talking, and then 5 seconds later, the person was gone. And I think we were so like in each other's ass.
They're like, we can't do that.
The
We
person
can't
just
keep
left.
up. Yeah, 100%.
And we looked on the train tracks. He's dead. He just like.
Hey, he jumped. He jumped to his death.
What if I just leave this room in the middle of the podcast?
We wouldn't even know.
We wouldn't know for at least 10 minutes.
At least 10
For at least 10 minutes. You could go eat your
It's
Chex
hard
Max.
to get in there, but I will interrupt.
No, you're
anybody.
great. No, yeah, strong.
Reyna has the same
powerful,
vibe though. Reyna,
confident.
Let's jump in. Welcome to
Why Do Guys, the podcast.
where we answer questions that women might have about why do guys.
Why do guys guy? Why do guys do these things in dating? Why are they like this, dude? Why are they so complicated but yet very, very simple most of the time?
Dumb as fuck.
Very
Today,
dumb. Also dumb.
just dumb.
I'm Dylan Palladino, by the way.
Hello.
This
And
is
I'm Usama fucking Siddiquee.
that. Okay, added the.
You felt that?
I mean, I did.
And
it felt a little powerful.
It felt
Today-
like I'm the leader of the podcast, and you're the second.
You know what? You've taken a lead role today as the leader. You're going after the artwork. You tried to sit in my
Why do
chair.
guys design the logo to look like that? It looks bad. I'm
Sidekick
sorry.
energy.
Okay.
Sidekick energy.
Okay. Sidekick energy.
Fighting against the tide.
So disrespectful to say that. It hurts.
Let him talk a
But it's
little bit.
okay. But it's
Let him
okay.
talk. Today we have on
Rayna Greenberg.
one of my favorite people.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I love this person. We have Rayna Greenberg. She's a hilarious podcaster. One of the most famous podcasters maybe in the world.
No, in the world.
In
Not
the
maybe.
world.
In the world.
Okay, guys, we who? Guys, we what?
Guys
who?
Guys
what?
we learned about from Girls Gotta Eat. That's what the podcast should be
Girls
called.
Gotta Eat, and she's gained a lot of weight. Because the bitch is eating.
Oh, no, wait.
No. You
wait.
see, like, the metaphorical, not her.
I was waiting for that. I was like, you pointed over there. I was like, Reyna has lost weight.
Girls Gotta Eat, and she's ravenous. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
was going to say Girls Gotta Eat and Reyna's getting eaten.
Getting eaten.
Yeah.
Got you. She is hilarious.
Even though she's not a huge
She
fan of
is one of the sweetest people. One of the sweetest fucking human beings.
She really is.
Really on a low key. You get past all the roasts and the interruptions and the pretzels.
Amazing laugh.
Amazing laugh. Great
Very
human being.
kind.
When I first met Reyna, I was very much like, there's another ditzy white bitch. Here we go. And then I talked to her for 2 seconds, and I'm like, this is the most deceptively smart.
Yeah.
Deceptively smart is the correct term. Person who is a bad bitch and will not take no for an answer. And literally, every time I see her, she's like got him 1 more million in her bank account. And so she's a fucking Rayna Greenberg. She's the best. How
Oh,
you
wait, hold
doing?
on. She's
What?
she's podcaster and entrepreneur now because they just launched Vibes.
I'm a tech mogul.
Oh my God.
Tech mogul.
Tech
Wow.
mogul.
Isn't she makes vibrators? Okay, that's
Yeah.
what tech mogul means in her
Slash
world.
own a sex toy company.
Yes.
Rayna
Plug it
Greenberg.
right now. What's the name?
It's called Vibes Only. We launched
Vibes.
it
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. It is a line of Bluetooth-enabled toys that pair with an incredible app that is audio erotic stories. You're both in the app.
yeah.
There's great videos in the app.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, dude.
We're not the stories.
great.
I love she said that. We just started auditioning immediately.
Yeah, we're like
Audio erotic, you said.
we're like it was a dark night and it was raining.
And
It was this.
I was touching myself.
I hadn't done laundry in a couple days.
Usama has a voice for it.
I do.
Oh,
We can do it just like something about fingering.
Yeah, okay.
Love your fingers. All I do is stare at your fingers.
Just ASMR of me fingering.
I honestly kind of like that. I'm into ASMR stuff. I can masturbate. I would make up to like makeup masturbation, like
Oh yeah.
like makeup ASMR. I can masturbate to
I'm
it.
still waiting for you
What?
to talk about my voice.
Dylan,
but
all I
that's
do is think
okay.
about you and your body. It's all I talk about.
Wow, that's all I needed. Okay,
Everybody
guys,
thinks, everybody
you know
thinks
what?
we're dating because of the way that I
You
speak of
can
you.
talk about whatever the fuck you want. I'm good for the day.
Sidekick vibes again.
There we go.
Classic. Anyway, Reyna, we have you in the fucking studio. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for saying all that stuff, guys. That was so nice.
There's a lot of but we mean it.
I love
So
you
we
guys.
became friends like separately, but we didn't know that we were best boys, right? So it was
Yeah.
like you recommended, they're like, hey, get Usama on, right?
Yeah, they asked me about him. I was like, get him.
And then they were like, yeah, we'll get him in maybe 3 years because we don't know him or care about him.
Because he's always in Europe. He's so
Yeah.
jet set. Every time I try to talk to Usama about anything, he's like, I'm in Amsterdam this week. I have to do a show in
Literally
Dubai.
in Dubai. No, actually went to
Like,
Dubai.
literally Dubai.
I'm doing Molly after mayor's asshole.
Usama was the hardest. So we have dozens of people in our
Yeah.
app. We have voiceover actors.
Yeah.
We have writers. We have tons of video people.
Yeah.
Usama, number one, was the hardest person to nail that and just pay. Our content person was just begging him to pay him.
Wait, what? Do you not have a bank account, bro? Knowing you,
What a
knowing
response!
you wouldn't have a bank account.
Dylan, hour one was like, here's my information.
100%. I was like, invoice me, baby. I need this
A
money.
man after my own heart.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
Pay me.
because
Love a good invoice.
I love the art. Okay.
Yeah, Usama was every day. Her name's Ashley. Our content manager was like, Usama won't send me an invoice. I can't pay.
Ashton's very cool.
Okay, first
She's
of all,
the best.
Ashton's awesome as fuck.
Ashwin also, I met her husband on your.
Ashley. Her name's Ashley.
Oh, you said Ashwin. Ashley, yeah, okay. I was right. Ashwin, one for me. Ashley, I met her on the boat. Dude, her husband was there, and then she made like an offhanded joke about how she was gonna like leave her husband for me, like how we had a
Why is this a theme in your life?
text exchange. Okay, but there's only one married woman in my life who's made that joke. I don't want to get that out
Well, now
there
too.
about anyone. Okay. And she guys, I'm a good person. And well, sometimes she made the joke in front of her husband.
Yeah.
And I could tell he like didn't really know how to react. And I was
like
like,
it.
hey, dude,
Yeah.
it was just a joke. I
Yeah.
promise.
Yeah.
It ain't happening, right?
Dude, I never feel good around married couples because the sexuality that's brought from say jawline, from just energy.
Your jawline.
My jawline.
Got it. Okay. And
You
the
don't
eye.
have much of a jawline.
Whoa.
Not with
Side kick.
Not with these. Can I see without
Energy,
the headphones?
yo.
I don't
I'm
have a
picking them
jawline.
up.
I don't have a huge jawline. I say that as a person
Yo,
who's
stick
on
it out.
I'm on a jawline journey.
Stick it out. No, stick it like this.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
All right, it's there.
It's all right.
If I gulp and take on all the air from my face.
You know what? This isn't going to help
Mm-hmm.
Reyna because he's been worrying about the fact that he maybe gained like 1 pound in his face. And now he's like,
The wrong face.
I
when
get it though. I'm on a jawline journey. I've been trying to get a jawline.
You
got to
do those stupid jaws or the thing that you like bite on
Yeah.
and you.
You got to stop drinking and being bloated. That's
Oh.
Drinking is
Okay.
the number one cause of fat face.
It
itis.
is.
Yeah.
Usama, I love you. Fix the hair on the. There, that's a little bit better.
Do you hate that I have hair to fix?
You know what? I could have just let you look like a fucking idiot for 45 minutes, but because I care about you as my partner.
I don't understand
I just
Balinese,
wanted
dude.
you. Baldinese?
I would like to speak up as the person who begged Dylan for years to go bald.
Yeah, Reyna is.
I think he is an
Dude,
absolute unit.
So I saw some
Reyna-
photos of him before the
We were
baldness,
talking
and
about
I didn't
it.
realize how bad he looked. No, for real. And I was like, you look so much better now. And
No, when
You're
you look at
we
it.
didn't see it because
When you look at it now,
Yeah.
you go, "What the hell?"
I'm
are
an
you doing?
innovator.
right, men are so tied to their hair that we don't see the actual.
She's been telling me to do
logic.
this since before the pandemic.
Right.
And then it took the pandemic literally making the rest of my hair fall out and this reality show from finally to be like, okay, I'll do it.
I just if you need to have the body for it, facial hair. I mean, listen, anybody can go bald, but like
Right.
before the pandemic, I dated this guy who was like 6'5", big as fuck, bald with a
Brolic.
beard, covered in tattoos, just
Hell yeah.
so gorgeous. And
Fuck yeah.
it's my archetype for all men now that I want.
Absolutely laid it down.
I mean,
didn't he?
Dylan shaved his head, and then his ex didn't recognize him on the show. Remember that scene with the
That's
girl?
pretty,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty crazy.
That's
She didn't
insane.
recognize
Well-
you. You're
I remember looking
10
at
feet
that. I
tall.
paused it, and then I laughed for 30 minutes.
It was really funny. I also thought they were
Who
gonna.
is this bitch that
I
didn't
thought
remember
they
me?
were gonna take that out, and then instead they put it on the trailer.
And that's your
So-
main personality trait. Is
It
that
is
Yeah.
pretty
you're
shocking.
forgettable?
She was like, "Who
Yeah.
are you?"
She goes, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Oh."
Like 6'7" men are just popping up all over the
Also,
place all
it
the
didn't
time.
show it on the trailer.
What?
I was so nervous, dude, that I was like, I said my full name.
She
She goes, "What's your name?" And it was like I was in an interview. I was like, Dylan Palladino,
You're like-
6'6", class of 2014. Like,
you're like, she's like, what's your name? You're like, I love you.
I should have said that. Oh, this is also after, dude. I said I've been thinking about you ever since the last time I saw you.
Is that
And
And
true?
she's like, what's your name?
I played the
don't have
fifth.
She was
I played the
she was
fifth.
cute. Wait, so what's the arc of your story?
Dude,
then?
you know what? I'm not even touching that because there's so much like potential legal shit that maybe I could get
Okay.
in trouble with talking about
When's
it.
it releasing?
Releases Friday. So technically this episode will be out. So I think it's okay. It's just someone that I knew from college. And
You hooked up? You fucked?
we did not.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
You
I'm
didn't
not
put the
saying whether
memory
we
in.
did on the show, but yeah, I did not put the memory in beforehand.
Did y'all fuck
and
on the
I
show?
also did not put my body in beforehand.
Okay. And did y'all fuck on the show?
I cannot neither
What did you-
confirm
did
nor
you-
deny.
did you fuck?
I cannot confirm. I can
Rayna,
neither
what do you think?
confirm nor deny.
Dylan gets so much pussy.
Okay,
He does.
You both
that's
do. You both do.
not-
It's insane. You're
Yeah, you
welcome.
wa- yeah,
You're both welcome.
Yeah. Also,
All
thank
the
you to Reyna.
hordes of pussy that have come out for you.
I can't tell you
because of
how
my-
many
my
times.
show.
One time I was in the center of the earth, like just exploring a volcano. I
And
fucked a
someone
girl there. She's like, I heard you on GG first.
And she's like, I'm listening
Okay.
to GGE right now.
Yeah. Some cockroach I was banging. She's like, yeah, I am. No, like an actual cockroach, not like a metaphorical. Whoa, that is not a metaphor for ugly woman. Holy shit. Ashley and Reyna's podcast has been the progenitor of more bangs.
Progenitor, bro.
Sorry,
Yeah.
bro.
Fuck
What is
you.
that
Won
word? I've
that
never
one.
heard that word
Fuck
before.
you.
Welcome.
You get at me for my vocab, and you're going to use progenitor?
What does
It's
that
a
mean?
good word, too. I like it.
Okay, but nobody knows what it means, so he could be misusing it. Can we Google? See, you don't even know what it means.
Hey, Siri, what does progenitor
Progenitor.
mean?
Even Siri's like, Dylan, shut the fuck up.
I have to show you the last thing. I'm like embarrassed. This is the last thing I Googled. Then when I opened up my phone,
Dried semen on sheets.
Hey, what happened?
.org though. She's smart.
Okay, hold on. Progenitor is a person or thing from which a person, animal, or plant is descended or originates.
Yes.
An ancestor or a parent. Yeah, Ashley's podcast.
A person
is-
who or originates an artistic or political or intellectual. movement.
originates an artistic, political, or intellectual
Okay.
movement. Nice. So what's up with the cum on the
And
sheets?
she's dried semen on sheets, dude.
I don't suggest ever Googling this. I was like in the car. We're trying to roll out some new products for Vibes Only,
Okay.
and I don't want to give it away, but like I had to know like what semen
Okay.
appears on, what looks like on different colored sheets.
Okay.
Do you need...
It's
Wait,
all-
you-
it's-
I
it's
know
all-
I'm not
Yes,
going there.
Dylan, I
I'm
want you
not
to come
going-
over after this.
I'm not going there. I'm not going there.
You need a guy to jizz on your blanket.
I mean, it was pretty straightforward. You need me to cum
Dude,
all over
if
your
you
sheets?
come, if I come.
Dylan, you've been in my bedroom so much.
Because his opening line was like, "You need cum." Well, I have cum.
You need cum?
I have cum.
I got it.
If you need some cum, I'm your main guy.
My sheets are white though.
more she's going to order like 16 different sheets from Brooklyn and then line them up, and I have to like... just,
No,
like, shoot on all
or
of them.
16 guys. All right, boys, I have a gun. Psh, and there's a guy just checking off.
What if I just had you put it into like a super soaker for me, and then I just spray the sheets myself?
Dude, a super soaker full of...
More like super stainer, am I right?
Super- you fucking idiot.
From Nerf.
Depending on how long it's been, it's going to either get clogged or not. If I haven't jacked off in like 10 days,
This is for like an immediate
it's gonna.
use only.
If I'm gonna haven't jacked off in like 10 days, it's gonna a lot's gonna come out. But if
You know,
it's been,
you know what's insane is that yesterday, Juneteenth, one of the things I learned about was that the maker.
are we connected?
Hold on,
how are
hold
we?
on, it's coming.
Oh, dude, I'm waiting for this.
It's coming.
I'm holding my breath.
Oh, is this too much for you guys? Huh?
We're
Race talk.
We're 1 degree
Race
from
talk.
super soaker.
at least
full of
Okay,
you know what?
okay.
At least the brown guy's
Hold on,
doing it.
hold
okay,
on. I got you. The inventor of the super soaker was a black guy.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
How do you know that?
Because of
Can we,
Juneteenth.
can we fact check that?
You
The progenitor
you're just out
of
here
the super
looking.
The progenitor of the
Who
super
invented
soaker.
Go,
super
Fonz,
soaker?
go for it.
The it looks like a white guy.
Inventor.
Oh.
Whoa, Lonnie Johnson! Lonnie Johnson. He left. Usama left. Lonnie Johnson. Yo, look, click on that second picture.
Usama has to go to the airport.
Look
He's
how
like,
much-
never not go to the airport.
Look how much of a G he looks with it. Holy
This
shit.
guy.
What a
And
baller.
then add cum now.
Yeah. That's what it was originally for. He was fucking so many women, he's like, I need to store this.
I need to store this for later use.
It's not an accident. It was called a super soaker.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
mean-
Dude, yeah.
Wow.
Why not call it the Jizzinator 9000? I mean, it's literally that level of dirt.
Anyway, so we've been just talking bullshit for 20 minutes. A lot of good stuff, but should we get to the
Bring
topic?
it in. Let's bring it in. So we want to bring Reyna on. Reyna's been in the game like us, like in the fucking dating game for a long time.
Yes.
Just like us. There's a lot of experience with Reyna, and that's why I
I'm not
respect
sure if you're calling me old or a whore. But
both.
No, we're saying
She's an old whore.
an old whore.
those can be mutually inclusive.
Dylan's like, you could be both. No, you can definitely be both.
I'm like, that's what I look for, actually. Is an old
Like
whore.
some male ally. Oh, she's so brave for being an old whore.
Maybe I'll get a parade one day.
I'm very pro old whore. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Those old whores can be fun.
If I can
so
pick
fun.
one cause to uphold, it's the plight of the old.
The plight of the old
Plight of
whore.
the old whore. That's like an Oregon Trail booklet.
Everyone's trying to fuck
plight
these
of
young
the
bitches.
old
What about the
whore.
old whores that have been through it?
The plight of the old whore.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have to see if she's taking her pill the next morning. She has been through menopause.
Plan B, right?
Plan B.
No.
No.
Joint pill. Centrum A to Z.
Plan A, nature. Okay.
AstraZeneca.
She AstraZeneca.
Vaccine a day.
man.
That is a good callback.
Okay.
Reyna is also a fucking bad bitch in the finances.
We already talked about entrepreneur,
Successful.
podcaster, very successful.
Now,
Okay.
the question we want to ask, the thing we want to dive into, right, is why do guys, this is the big question, have a problem with dating women that are more successful?
More successful,
than them?
richer,
higher status.
Do they have a problem with it? A lot of times it seems like they do.
Yeah, they
why
do. Every
why are
time.
they intimidated by it?
Why are they intimidated by it? I'll have her answer. What the fuck do you think? Because I'm sure in the last 2 or 3 years, you've been more successful than every guy you've ever been with.
You'll be more successful than probably most dudes you're with, unless you start dating like Wall Street dudes, which you don't want to, tech guys, or like some dude that owns a ranch in Montana and like has a bunch of oil, which I think you might.
I don't hate that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would
I'm
be.
hard myself.
Yeah, I'm like, that guy sounds like he's got a great mustache.
It's a great
Usama
laugh.
and I are gonna run a train. on
Usama,
that.
run a train
Usama
on-
just drinking my
on
water.
Tech.
Well, I mean, I think you should answer the question right out of the gate. It's like, do you feel that is the case that like men in general, not all men, but like in general, have a
Not
hard
all
time,
men. No.
have a hard time dating women that are more professionally successful or financially successful?
I think the answer is mostly yeah.
Is one preferred than the other? So let me ask you, like, you're both comedians. If you dated another comic that was more professionally successful, take the money out of it, what would that feel like?
That's a better question because for us, it's not about money, but there's still that version of
We
currency.
want to get to money eventually, but it's more about the success.
We have the currency
accolades,
of
yeah.
spots of
TV, being on
high-powered
TV,
spots,
exactly.
JFL,
Having
stuff like that, right?
having a special and shit.
I
I would personally say I'd rather date a woman who is a lot richer than me, but not in comedy.
Yes.
Than a woman comedian who is like if I was dating like Taylor Tomlinson, I think it would be like hard
that's
for
a
me.
big get.
No, but I'm saying like that's someone who's like if
Right.
she's insanely successful, like the way Reyna is in podcasting, I'd say Taylor in many ways in stand up
Right.
is equivalent to Reyna in terms of podcasting, just in terms of how many people know her, her pull, all that shit. If I was dating her, I think it would be hard for me because even though I have the confidence to be like I could get there, you're still like
I'm not there.
I'm not there. My woman's
Yeah.
already there. If I do get there, did she help me get there? Because then you don't want to feel like you got help, even
Right.
though everyone knows in this business like help. Everyone gets fucking help.
You don't want to
somehow.
feel like your girlfriend helped you.
But
I've
you're
had
right.
A lot of bad experiences.
Yeah, you don't want to feel. Yeah, you don't want to like get something and be like, oh, it's because like, oh, how'd you get it? Oh, my girl hooked it up. She's got a friend.
Well, it's a lot of like male patriarchal shit. Like
ego, too.
Gotta be the man. Gotta be the main
Exactly,
man.
got to be the man.
You know, if I'm sure in the caveman days, if there was a hunter chick, she'd have a fucking tough time getting a man.
Oh, for sure.
You know, because she's killing all the lionesses, and all these guys are like, oh fuck.
But maybe the guy was like a really good cook, and that's how he balanced it out.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have cooks back then. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be like every male, saber-toothed tiger killer would have been like, look at fucking Gerald.
Cooking?
Cooking like a little bitch.
Yeah, but what
You
if
know?
he made like a fire fillet?
Not this. You're thinking in terms of Dylan now.
Okay.
Think back then. There was no fire fillet guy back then.
You don't think a guy made a nice steak back then with some
Yeah, but he
fire?
also like killed the thing
the
and
thing.
paid for the thing, paid for the fire. Like
If
all
he
that.
wasn't a
Paid for
hunter,
the fire.
if he wasn't a hunter, oh, your wife Ubuntu makes the fucking makes
good
the
name,
kills.
Yeah.
But it's a
That
good
doesn't even
point
get-
that like so this is a very new problem for the
Right.
for the sexes, for the genders, that
Yes.
like women are now more successful than their partner, they make more money
Right.
than their partner. It's a very new thing. Like I don't
Right.
like we're
a lot
not
of girl bosses
we're
out
not
there.
even raising men yet to like we are today, I think, but like there's not a lot of men like over 30 that like have experienced this so much.
Right.
It's a very, very new problem in relationships that like women are not that women are out earning their
There's
partner.
stay-at-home. There's the trope of a stay-at-home mother
Mm-hmm.
or stay-at-home wife. There's not the trope of a stay-at-home husband.
No, and it's
But now
always
there
been
is.
like that. And it's
My-
always been like, of course, like men, it's harder for you to like come around to this idea because it's never been the case for hundreds of years, thousands of years.
Men are looked at as the
care.
provider.
Yeah.
Like almost always. I think it's
How does it manifest in your life? Like you have been. It's not new money at this point. You've had money.
Exactly.
You've had clout for
Success.
a while, success.
You've dated multiple men
Dude, I'm
through
so
that
poor.
time.
I don't even know the word for success. I'm like, money, clout, stuff. What the fuck?
Yeah,
is
you're like, you pay taxes, right?
Monies. So, I mean, how does it manifest? I'm blown away if there's a guy who's like, yeah, Reyna, that's awesome that you are better than me in every sector.
So it's this interesting thing. I think you look on dating apps and like you look at what guys say they want versus what they actually like. So I think that like men are like, I want somebody who's really successful in their own right, and I want somebody who's just fucking killing it, girl boss. I
Right.
don't think men use that term, but
No one uses it. I use
that
it
are like
as a
making
joke.
their own money. I want women with their own stuff going on that are successful, and then they get that girl, and then I think it's a little hard to manage if you are not happy and secure in what you have going on in your life. It's a really tough thing for, I can only speak to the people I've dated, but it's been tough. And I think when I started the podcast, like one of the things that I think has changed in me since the start of Girls Gotta Eat 4.5 years ago is I'm less sort of starry-eyed about like, we'll just make it work. Like I always thought like if you love a person, you'll make it work.
Sure.
You know, and it doesn't matter for different ages. We live in different places. We have completely different ideas about how we want to live our lives, how we want to spend money, even how we want to travel. I'll just make it work. And I have had multiple failed relationships that this was not necessarily the biggest reason they failed, but it was a huge catalyst, was disparities in feeling that you are successful and killing it. And it's not even at this level. I mean, I was engaged to somebody and I was it was years ago. It was a lot of years ago, but I was dating.
That's her origin story.
That's my origin story.
She got left. Like, I mean, it's not her origin story.
And then,
like,
in my late 20s, I was engaged to somebody, and I would say that there was a pretty large disparity in terms of the fact that I had figured it out, sort of, quote unquote. I was killing it at work. I was really successful. I was at the top of my game. I was making all this money. I worked at this amazing company, and I think he was like floundering so hard. And I'm telling you, like what he said to me, like my success made him fucking hate me.
Yeah.
And it didn't
That's
matter
wild
how
he
much
said
I
that.
tried to help him. I tried to say like, let's write a great resume. Let's write a great cover letter. What excites you? What interests you? Like, what can we do to like really make you feel good? Let's try this thing. And let's try these different avenues. And I mean, there's like
you're
a
being
million.
an amazing fiance. You were like, how can I make you
everything
happier?
besides sucking his dick
I also sucked
No,
dick.
I'm sure she did a lot of that.
while writing the mesrame.
But it's real. I've learned through that relationship that like you can only sort of suggest something to somebody. You have to let them do it themselves. I don't think that anybody wants to feel like their partner did all this stuff for them and that the success is not
Don't feel like a
theirs.
child, yeah.
Yeah, and it was hard for me because I was like, I love this person. I want to help. I know how to help. I have great ideas for how we can sort of like help you to feel better and be more successful. And I think it just made him hate me. And I remember him saying this to me. It like crushed me so hard. He said, you tried to make me do all these things, when he just means like find his passion. And he was like, and I failed at them, and it's your fault because I would have never tried so hard because I'm trying so hard to like be this person that deserves to be with you, and I don't fucking want to do that.
Damn.
Whoa.
And
That's intense.
it
I mean,
was really hard to hear.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of.
Well,
I would say
here's
good
the
for
thing,
him to being able to even like.
Not good for
no,
him.
No, not
bro.
good for him. I'm
This guy
saying
sucks.
it's no. Of course, he's
Good for him for being a little bitch.
Usama.
Dude, listen to me.
I'm saying the fact that he could even verbalize all of that
Right.
is more than a lot of people can. They would just be like, "I don't like you," whatever. Yes, it's bad that he was feeling insecure, letting his ego get in the way, whatever. But by him saying this, it allowed you to know, like, there's no way I can be with this guy or want to be with him.
And that's a good point, because like I think that if you just take a step back and you zoom out and you're like, okay, I tried this was the outcome, and when I look back and think, would I do something different? No, I would have been worse. If I like went back, I would have been even harder on him. I would have been nastier. I would have
Good.
asked more
Damn.
questions.
Yeah.
Like the things that are wrong in this relationship are not going to get better. They're going to get
He's
worse.
too far. He was too far gone. There
Well,
was no fixing
Here's the
him.
thing: is like a lot of dudes, they have the pressures without any of the accolades. So you didn't earn being a guy who earns more than Reyna, but you have this stress of not being that guy. It's because it's fed to us, Western society.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Is like, hey, you got to be this guy.
Yeah.
But you don't have the qualities to be that guy, and that discrepancy is what creates the anger, right?
You feel like you should be at that level because it's been
Because it's
told to
told
you
to
by
you.
society,
Right.
which then leads to a frustration because your reality is not what your expectations are.
Right.
When if you could kind of just change your expectations, you might be okay with where you're at. Because
Right.
if he had told himself, hey, you know what, maybe it is okay for me to be at this point, and maybe I can make myself better, or no matter what, does it matter that my like partner is more financially successful than me if at the end of the day, like, I love her and she makes me a better person and I want to be with her. It's like but you have to fucking fully be able to pull back and investigate what your expectations and like your paradigm for what life is going to be.
You got to be happy with where you're at in life. If your partner is just going to be a mirror to make you hate where you're at in life, it's a real problem.
You were a constant reminder of everything he hadn't done.
But also, when you also follow your purpose, you get hotter. That's also the final stick in the the stab in the body. Is that if you're following your purpose, your skin gets better. Your body looks better. It's just like you're more in congruence with yourself.
If you're successful at it.
No.
What if you're following your purpose and you're like stumbling? It's hard. You're not doing well.
But following purpose with a idea of growth, right? Like, so what Reyna's happened to her was she was getting better, getting more money, getting more accolades. There's a radiance that comes from that.
I think that it's attractive to the confidence that comes with success, and moving up a ladder is really attractive, and it makes you feel good. And I thought for so long, like, it doesn't matter that there's these giant disparities in success and wealth. It's fine. You'll make it work. You love somebody, you make it work. But I feel today, after having done the podcast for all these years and trying to date people that didn't have a lot going on or didn't have a lot of success, I don't want it. I feel like I'm a person that's worth being proud of, and I want to be proud of my partner. I want to be with somebody that's proud of themselves.
So you want someone at the same level as you.
It's not about money. It's about what they've going on in their life. And
okay, you're more focused on the success and what they're doing in their career and personal life than the money.
Yeah, I want somebody. I feel like I'm like really busy and I'm killing it at what I do, and I want you to be really busy and killing it at what you do. And I want to take somebody home and be like, look at this person. I want to be such a cheerleader for them. I want to be so proud,
stoked about what they're doing.
Yes, I want like my dad to ask my boyfriend questions. I just want to sit there silently and like smile at the answer.
Oh, okay, because he's got a lot going on. Well, I have a question for you though.
That is a weird kink.
Yeah.
But for sure.
For her dad to like her boyfriend. She's like, that's what I want.
That's when we go home and fuck, and I'm like, tell me how much my dad likes.
She's like, I have a great
I want you to have a three-way with my dad and me.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that so much to ask?
No, I want you to fuck my dad. Yeah.
Can you fuck my dad? Can you vibe with him? No, first vibe with him.
First vibe. Wait, hold on. First
questions
vibes.
and vibes. And then smash his nuts. What's your dad's name?
Bill Greenberg.
Smash Bill.
Full name, Smash Bill.
Great name. Bill Greenberg for sure controls the weather.
Let's
Holy shit.
smash Bill.
He might be a little gay. I don't know. It'd be nice if I found my dad was a little
jack
gay.
Off
What a
Bill.
dream.
It's Thanksgiving. Just jack off Bill. Just jack him off.
Now, can I ask you this? Does your dad instill you with a sense of confidence or a sense of neediness? Because I think dads either have one or the other, right?
Yeah.
With daughters, either you need me, you're my daughter, and
or you can do anything. You don't need a man.
So, what was your dad in that respect?
Well, my parents in general, like my mom has always worked, and my mom raised me to say, like, my mom always said, like, get an education and get a job because God forbid your husband ever leaves you.
Oh, God. Is your parents divorced?
Yeah, I was 4.
Okay.
So
she's smart.
Biased.
She already knew. Yeah.
She knew, and she
smart,
raised me to, like, have an education, make money. It was never a question in my mind. Like, I was just going to support myself.
Right.
I never dated to find somebody that had money and success.
Fascinating.
It was never instilled in me.
Smart.
And, I mean, I wish it had been a little bit because I wouldn't date all these fucking bums. But
True, yeah.
Some of these men that I've seen Reyna with, I'm like, do you just peg him and that's it? Because this guy does not have anything going for him.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, he seems nice.
The guy that you guys are talking about could fuck, okay? You fuck really well. I really liked fucking him.
That's what it is. She finds these dudes that, like, they're not doing great in their career, but they can really take her down, and she's like, that's good enough for me for now. And then after about like 6 to 10 months, it wears off, and she's like, what are you doing?
Okay, so that's another good point, by the way, is like, what do you want your life to look like? So if you're like, I don't care about getting married or having kids ever, then fine, do whatever you fucking want.
Yeah.
If you're not on some kind of timeline to find somebody, but like other people, a lot of women date because they want to find a good partner to have children with. And can that person be a provider? Like, I remember my mom said to me, like, about my fiance, she's like, what are you're gonna have kids with this guy? You're just gonna work for the rest of your life and have the kids and just never be able to depend on him to
your
like
mom's
make a
savage,
living.
dude.
Who's your mom?
She's a psychologist.
I need to call. She could give me a pep talk, dude.
Is she hot?
She's a bitch.
Oh, God.
I mean, she's hot, I guess. I mean,
that
like
doesn't
70.
deter me.
Is she
I like
hot?
that.
She's a bitch, so she's hot.
70.
So, yeah, those are equal each other.
Equally. They're mutually
likes that.
inclusive.
Hot, equal. Yeah, exactly. I need a woman to tell me I'm stupid. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to be all starry-eyed and be like, it can work, but like, I don't know. Do I really want to be with somebody
that's being
who's
romantic. Like, you need to be realistic.
I think you have to be realistic, and I think if like you should make a list of the stuff you want in a partner, and
Yes.
go get those things. And if money is the number one
It's not
thing
gonna
you
be
want,
everything.
go get it.
Problem is, most ladies have one thing on their list, and it's over 6 feet. And this is why the issue.
How tall are you?
6'1".
Yeah. Wow, the way he said that.
Wow. Even the way he said it was like really turned me on a little
confident, so overconfident.
And you say your height? I promise you it's going to be less hot.
So,
what's your height?
No, dude, I don't even have to say it.
6'5"?
Everyone listening knows it.
What?
They can hear it in my voice.
Tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'6".
Dylan, that's hot. I can't even. I'm trying to hate. Even I'm like, my body's like, you don't dare. Shit on that.
I got a question for you, Reyna, though, because you're looking for a guy that is killing it professionally. You said money doesn't matter a lot to you.
I mean, I think that money follows killing it professionally.
It does, but I'm saying
the mind has to be there.
But there's still a good chance that you will probably financially still be better off than him. Do you like? How have you gotten over maybe again, it's a cultural thing that like the guy pays for a lot, like I want to be taken care of, because like does it not kind of turn you off if you're taking the guy out to dinner every time because he makes literally 10 to 20 times less than you, and that's not an exaggeration? Like
that's an understatement.
Like, exactly. Like I'm saying like
Did you guys get a hold of my bank statement? Like you guys.
Oh my God. Okay, listen.
I'm just
fine.
I'm just spitballing.
All right.
We do keep calling her rich in every sentence, which is maybe not the
well, also rich to us is making over the poverty line. So
right.
I love you guys.
So being someone who can afford pretzels.
Okay, I'll answer your question though. I think it depends what you're paying for, how often you're paying for it. Does it feel like somebody who's taking advantage of you? I'm very, very sensitive to feeling like I'm being taken advantage of. I have had relationships where I just felt like I was like on the hook for everything, and I was like, "Are you going to contribute at all?" Like,
how does the guy like make it feel equitable, even if it most clearly cannot be?
Wait. So what he was asking was interesting. Is that do you feel that need to be taken care of at all? Because I know that's still a female urge.
Taken care of?
Taken care of.
No.
That biological urge is gone.
It's just never been a part of me because, I mean, again, from like birth, it's just been like, get a job.
Your mom's been like, men aren't shit.
Yeah.
She looks down, she's like, I have a dick. I just realized. I'm a man.
It's never been instilled in me to like not be able to just take care of myself. But
I love it.
A mistake that I made in a previous relationship, I remember I like got home from visiting somebody out of town, and my best friend was like, how was the trip? Was it so amazing? You in love? And I was like, I feel like I paid for a lot of stuff. I felt like it wasn't reciprocal. Like I feel like it was just assumed that I would.
So emasculating.
And I felt like there was no discussion about like there. First of all, was not like some over the top thank you for it, there was just it was like this expected thing. That
okay, so how does he thank you? Because dude, I'm thinking like let's say you're dating someone that is legitimately like so rich, bro, but she loves you, you love her, and she knows the situation that you're in right now. Sure. Like, how do you, because I'm sure there are people out there.
As a man, I'll tell you how you do it.
Yeah.
You have to address it. And I, like, it's the biggest mistake. I remember my girlfriend, she was like, you need to address this now. You need to say something now. And I was like, yeah, I'll take care of it. Then I never did. And then I spent so many days, so many trips, so many dinners being so resentful and so mad. And it's just like, maybe he did just assume I got it. And I have tens of millions of dollars. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a dent in my life. But it did make a dent in my life. I don't come from money. I work for every penny that I have. I do not want to take care of another able-bodied working adult.
You just shot on Bill Greenberg right there.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill Greenberg, you poor bitch.
He's the best.
Did you provide for your daughter?
That's the best.
You got nothing in your will for her, bro?
Bill,
Come on.
You pauper-ass bitch.
God, but that's the best, you guys.
Bill's amazing.
Aladdin, more Bill
But he
Greenberg.
just didn't give her any money. He said he trusted her so much. He said, go out.
I mean, listen, I didn't come from the trenches. I'm just saying, my parents won't pay my rent and everything.
You didn't come from literal Bangladesh. Yeah.
Oh. Nice.
I wish I would have said something sooner. I think that you go a month and don't say anything, and that's
what do you say?
6 months and 8 months. I think it's really uncomfortable, and you have to say the words. I feel like I'm feeling a little taken advantage of, and I need to set up some parameters around spending. So you need to tell me, can you afford XYZ? I won't force you to go on these big trips if you can't take them. But other
what
men,
about the guy?
Hold on.
From the other
one thing, real quick. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
One thing I have to ask before I forget is like, okay, you're saying from your perspective, right?
Yeah.
The Reyna perspective. You have to also understand that you have come a long way in your self-assessment, understanding. A lot of women have not, and a lot of it is your own ability.
Oh, I'm acknowledging that I did not do it. It ruined my relationship.
Ask you, how the fuck do you get there? You just become rich and all this confidence will flow?
I mean, I've been interviewing brilliant minds in the psychiatry field
Being an
for
old
four
whore.
and a half years. I'm an old whore.
Old whore, PhD. Okay, like
I've had financial advisors on our show. I have talked to tons of psychiatrists, and really, at the end of the day, what's the alternative? That you're just mad all the time. I think about this relationship I was in. I was just fucking pissed.
It's being mature, I think, is like actually vocalizing stuff instead of just keeping it inside and then complaining to your friends.
Yeah, and then listen. Sometimes the answer, like I think that, like in our podcast, we always try to like come to a conclusion, and make it better. Sometimes the conclusion is you cannot be with this person, and that's it. And like I felt mad all the time in this relationship. I felt like I was really being taken advantage of, and I didn't vocalize it to him, and that's not fair to him because maybe he just thought like she's got
Maybe he
it.
didn't know. Yeah, maybe he wasn't aware.
Yeah,
because
it sucked.
But my question or follow up was going to be like on the other side, as a man, I feel like even if, because most of the time traditionally the guy is the one with more money and he's paying for stuff. But do you think in that relationship the guy can also be like, babe, what can you pay? Like, because the guy, I don't think. Would you ever feel like, oh, I'm always paying for her and she's just expecting it? I think that would be unattractive after a while if the girl was always just expecting it.
I have guy friends that say that to me. Like, I pay for everything. I don't like it.
We kind of talked about it on the previous episode, like paying on the first date. Like, it always, I guess, like, whichever relationship it is, but I would say even more when it's non-traditionally the woman that is the, like, breadwinner, you have to be able to say, like, hey, what are your finances at? Like, unless your partner literally doesn't work and you're cool with that. But if not, like, hey, what are your finances at? Because, like, sometimes it feels like I'm always footing the bill and I'm not feeling appreciated. And also, showing appreciation doesn't have to always be in the form of money. It can be and other stuff like access or all that shit.
Tons of other currency.
Yeah.
Like there's tons of other currency.
That's
like
the word.
you live with a person and you come home and they've like done the dishes, they've made the bed. Like there's value in that. That somebody has
fucking
like
painted you.
That they like dick you down.
They dick you down.
If you don't have money, if you don't eat pussy, at least. And
if you're poor, you better know how to eat pussy, bro.
Not just the English alphabet. Go fucking like Kenyan script or something. Find some Sanskrit in there.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing all
Get
of
some
them.
Slavic stuff.
Get
yeah,
some
exactly.
Slavic languages.
Do the Chinese 3,000 character.
Mandarin.
Yeah, Mandarin.
And I want to feel the tonalities too.
And not simplified Chinese. I'm talking about traditional.
Not pinyin, bitch. Not pinyin, bitch. Not Wade Giles, bitch.
What
anyway,
I
don't know what
I'm
the
so sorry.
fuck.
There's a different scripts.
You guys are insane.
Hey, he said the Chinese stuff. I'm the one upping the riff here.
No, I know you upped it. I liked it. Reyna just doesn't know where we were going.
I'm sorry. So Reyna, Jesus Christ. It's just it was the script that was used to help Mandarin be less crazy. But here's the thing.
Usama weirdly knows some random.
He's
trivia
always
facts.
on a plane. He's never not traveling.
He's always
of course,
reading.
He's an
He's
international,
always, know what it is?
international man of mystery.
He's always listening to fucking Dan Carlin's Hardcore History.
Yes,
That's what it is.
I am. There are currencies that you have to have. Right?
Yes.
Because here's the thing. A woman finds value in you, and there's a certain index of like how much you give to her, right?
Yes.
It's a number, not really, but in her heart, there's like this is how much value.
Yeah, I mean,
you have,
I think that
right?
like I think that there's things that are more valuable than money in a relationship.
lot of
Like,
things.
I mean, I think that you can go out and find a rich person to pay for stuff. That doesn't mean you're happy. And
100%.
my last relationship, like, he made less money than me, but like the greatest emotional support system I've ever had in a partner.
Shit.
He helped me fix all of like any relationships in my life. He was a great partner, like emotionally. He was such a cheerleader for me. He was so proud of me. I remember I interviewed this person we interviewed Esther Perel on our show.
Yeah, you were so excited
It was the
about that.
biggest get we've ever gotten. She's my hero. It's
was a
all I
great
ever
episode.
wanted.
Yeah.
I came home and he had bought me like a bag of kettle chips and flowers. Just say congrats on the interview. That's like
great.
so thoughtful and nice. And to me, that's better than somebody being like, I'm gonna take you to Per Se for dinner. It's gonna be $1,000, and we're not gonna have fun hanging
And just
out.
showing you out. Yeah, it's like what we said when we're talking about going to the first date spot. When the guy doesn't have confidence in who he is, so he just goes to a really nice spot to make up for the fact that he kind of sucks. It's like making an emotional deposit in like the relationship bank account instead of constantly withdrawing. And so you can do that with either money or a bunch of other different stuff.
I mean, dude, it's like one of those things where it's like everyone's so scared that they're not enough, right?
Yeah.
And so when they try too hard, they just become not enough.
Or they get scared of trying
right.
because of their insecurity. So then I think it's like, I will say as guys, it's a hurdle that I think dudes need to learn to get over, which is like, if you love your woman and, or whoever you're with, and they are doing better than you, that's at the end of the day, you have to come to terms with that.
But
You
here's-
cannot have someone like because
You're
Reyna
right. But here's the
simplified
thing.
it.
The dude ego has been destroyed by our culture, right? It's like you gotta be this much. Here's the thing.
Or it's been pumped up.
I have residual elements of that.
Oh, bro,
And
me too.
And a person who
I admitted that it would be
I say
hard.
there's self-assessment that's always happening. I'm still every day failing. Like if I have any girl that I'm with, right? If she laughs at somebody else, I'm like, that's fun. I want to kill myself.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Why can't I allow, anyone to be funny? It's the same thing. It's like this inadequacy that men feel.
Why do you think when I meet a girl, I ask if they know who you are?
Good.
And if they do,
Good.
I immediately block them.
God, because you know that.
That's your first. They're like, hey, you're like,
Every-
do you know
dude.
Usama?
Well, it's
Any-
more to see if
anytime.
he's fucked them.
Dude,
Because
and the answer is always yes.
the answer is a lot of times is yes.
How many times has Dylan been like, come on?
You don't know how many times I've fucking texted him and I've just sent him a picture of I'm talking to this new girl, and he'll be like, let me see, and then I send him a picture, and then I just see
God
the dot.
damn it.
I see the dot, and I go, literally just on the end train, no,
And
screaming.
then just one fucked her.
Are you guys just encountering like a lot of chuckle fuckers that want to
Are
like
they?
have
Okay.
sex? With
You say
just-
Are
Reyna. Listen. Yeah,
Or
first
is
of
it
all,
just
that's
girls
also a
listening
shirt.
now?
your fans are crazy. Your friends are crazy.
They're great.
crazy. They're the best people on earth.
They really
They're crazy.
They've got a lot of
I
confidence.
told her this one time.
a lot
the
of confidence.
Too much
Some of
one
them
night.
sliding in
A little bit.
Way too much confidence. Okay.
Listen,
Fucking sliding in, and your avatar is a picture of an exclamation point.
Yeah.
I don't know what you look
Okay,
like.
and
All right.
these little sluts, okay? All I do is talk about you on the podcast
Hold
and
on.
how we should be
Hold on.
dating, Dylan. And all these girls are like, you know what? I think I'll suck him off. And it's fucking rude,
Just
you
to start it
disloyal
off.
sluts.
So
I'm
one
ve-
time,
I'm very
right,
grateful.
This is the day after GGE, right? The day after I was doing some show in some random bar pub, and after the show, there's a group of white girls like,
You're talking 1 second, one breath.
They're
Yeah.
all changing popcorn, saying,
Yeah.
popcorn. You take it from
We
here.
saw you
I'm too excited. And that whole day we hung out. I was trying to leave, and right before I was leaving, they're all like, by the way, these are not no women I wanted to fuck here, but they were all like, so one of us is gonna fuck you, and I'm like,
Wait, what?
100%. And so I'm like, I gotta
Fuck
go.
you, man.
I go to the bathroom. To hide from these ladies. And the ladies are outside the bathroom like, I'm going to fuck him. No, you bitch.
Oh, well,
I'm
you
going
weren't
to fuck
attracted
him.
to any of them. Okay, that's okay.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, 4 of them I was.
Oh
kidding.
my
I just
God, you
wanted to
were
make you
so
feel better.
welcome.
And no, it wasn't great. I was in
so
the
jealous.
stall, like
I mean, no, I'm
huddling
not.
myself.
I'm in
like this is
relationship.
I don't want to make anyone's
Are
feelings.
you in a
hurt.
relationship this week? When does this come out?
Actually, you know what? I'm not saying anything because Reyna has the curse of whenever I tell her about someone.
Oh, I'm a curse. You're not the curse.
No.
I'm the curse.
It's me.
Yes.
But what I've just
Dylan's
found.
like, I keep breaking up with people. It's
whenever
Reyna's the curse.
Whenever I tell Reyna, it's always like, for whatever reason, 2 weeks later, I go, never mind.
Do you know that I will tell you this. I have been, Dylan calls me to break up with all of his girlfriends so he can talk me through it.
This is gonna fucking ruin
Three
me.
separate times those conversations happened in the Delta Sky Lounge in Miami. That's how, I don't go to Miami that much.
Is it always
yes,
in Miami?
It's just, that's how many times you call me to tell me you're breaking up with somebody. 3 times I've been in a Delta Lounge in Miami.
Bro, that's fucking beautiful. That's beautiful.
That's beautiful that she has access to the Delta Sky Lounge.
That's the one I heard from that.
That's what.
Yeah.
Also, Reyna, if she wanted to, has the money to hire an assassin.
What? You guys think
Two.
I'm like some 100 millionaire. This is crazy. Who set this narrative?
All you
Feel
need,
this.
you
This
just
is
need
crazy. This sweatshirt
That's
was
important.
$30.
to hire an
It was
assassin.
imported
You
from China?
need $10K on the Silk Road. It's
That,
not that
I can
much.
afford that.
Yeah, exactly.
10K to have somebody murdered.
Yeah.
She can afford. All you go down to Mexico. Mexican prices way lower. All right, that's all I'm gonna say.
To finish this off, is there anything else that
I have questions for you guys.
Okay, let's hear it.
So if you're in a situation where you're like, I'm dating somebody that has like all this money, and it's not their dad's money, like their money, and it's kind of spiraled to the point where like she's just paying for a lot, and you're like, I don't know what to
Yeah,
say.
because dad's money makes it better. I would just
It
say.
does make it better.
Yeah.
If it's not somebody that's like this hard-earned money and it's just like flowing to her, why shouldn't it go to you too? Who
Yeah,
cares?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, nobody owes you anything. But like, if you're dating somebody and they are paying for a lot of stuff, and you're starting to feel like, okay, there's kind of a disparity here, how would you want them to bring it
Okay,
up?
first, the main thing is every dude uses different currency as their currency, right?
Okay.
Some people it's money. Some people it's fucking
time, acts
Some,
of- acts of
you know,
service, yeah.
acts of service, gifts.
Gifts, yeah.
For me, it's just the laughter, right? So if I'm making my girl laugh,
It's you being like, I'm there.
so
You're-
who I'm at. That's who
You're
I am.
fine to let
Yes.
them pay for everything,
Bro,
If you're
because
just
I'm the
slinging
main
jokes.
source. The
You
main source of
grifter,
laugh.
bro.
I am who I am.
Okay.
And I will not lie for the
Such a
podcast.
bum.
Okay, hold on. And I'm not done with my point. I'm like playing Magic the Gathering right now. All my hands on deck.
All my mana.
my mana is on attack mode. Okay, she's like, what's going on again?
This girl's like paying for his rent and all of his trips to do something. Like, I drop a joke every once in a while.
Literally.
After all that, I'm like,
he's like, I lick her clit, make her laugh every now and then she loves it.
Get in line.
She gives me $1,000. I'm like, knock, knock. Who's there? So for me, that's my currency. Now, if someone else was making her laugh harder, that's when I would be really.
That's not my question, though. If you were in a situation where she's paying for all this stuff, are you not uncomfortable?
That's what I'm saying. Is the answer is no, and I'm telling you,
because you're telling jokes.
What would make me uncomfortable is if there was someone else in her life that was. That's the only thing that would make me uncomfortable.
And he's not uncomfortable because
someone else is telling
bum.
better jokes.
Okay, he's not uncomfortable.
Reyna, you asked me a question about my life. I gave you a real answer.
Why did you?
That's a crazy answer.
Barrel me.
No.
Barrel me.
He's like, I don't feel the need to pay for anything.
Why
I
did
just
you
want to
take
tell
the
jokes.
headphones off?
It's dramatic.
Yeah, I liked it, but I just. Here's what I'll say. I will say I would, and Usama I think is over. Actually, you know what? He's not exaggerating. It's really who he is, and that's what I love.
He's
and that's
ready
the
to
thing that I
accept
love
it
about
with open
Usama
arms.
is that he is who he is. He's fully like, hey, I'm gonna make you laugh. You can pay for whatever. I deserve it.
That's
and you know
good.
what?
That's how you. Women are like, are men intimidated by my success? I don't know. How do you talk about your success and who are you dating?
Fuck
you
no.
could date Usama and he's ready to be your bum.
You want to know why? But here's the thing. Here's why I think Usama is okay with it, because deep in his mind, he's like, at some point in my life, I'm going to be very rich and successful, and I will be returning it. If he thought he was just going to be an open micer for the rest of his life, I don't think he'd be okay with it.
Are you wearing gray suit pants and like a Hanes Her Way t-shirt?
He has 3 pieces of clothing.
Hey,
okay?
you came in underwear, okay? Reyna came in legitimate underwear.
I'm wearing biker shorts.
Not. Biker panties.
No, don't shit on bike shorts. The girls wearing those, amazing.
It's a long day.
I would bring it up after a while.
And yes, the answer is yes. Okay,
I would be like, what can I? Like, what I would probably bring it up, be like, I feel like you're paying for a lot more stuff. I know that I can't pay for as much. It does make me feel uncomfortable. Let's talk about it. What can I do to make you feel like? I think at the end of the day, it's like, what can I do to make you feel appreciated and like this relationship is on an even playing field? Because I was also thinking before, like, maybe she's crushing it in the money situation and like the career, but like, what if you're crushing it in always keeping the house looking dope? Yeah. Like maybe looking into how to invest your finances, or maybe looking at if you're good at something that is benefiting the relationship. I think that's what you have to focus on. If you're not bringing in the money and bringing in the career,
yeah,
how can I make this?
Yes, sorry, guys.
How can I make this relationship better, and how can I make her still feel like she's like, I don't want to use the word fucking queen, but like, how can I make sure she's being taken care of, feeling fulfilled? And also, I think if she's being very dominant in that side, in the bedroom, you absolutely have to dig her the fuck down.
You have to start.
You got to really lay it down.
Whipping is first base at that point.
Whipping?
Whipping. What the fuck is that?
You just got to dominate her, I think.
Dominate.
Yeah, that's why everybody who dates me chokes me and calls me like a little slut.
You want an old whore?
An old whore. Usama calls me an old whore. Wow. Usama layered in the age shaming into it. Usually it's just dirty little slut, but he's like old little slut.
You old dirty little slut.
I don't want old.
Not old is hot, but if you're like you aging slut, it's like whoa, that's not sexy at all. You geriatric.
I think there's also a bunch of levers you can pull on. First of all, if your partner, I have dated men that are happy to accept, and I've dated real men who will draw a line and say, I can't afford to contribute to this at all. Do you understand that? And I'm not going on this thing.
See, that's tight. That's setting a boundary and setting a line.
Here's the thing, though. Every dude has a different currency for what they value, and what they give as value.
But no matter what, they need to be able to set those lines and speak up.
Sure.
The bitch thing is to sit back and feel like, I feel uncomfortable about this. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
The mature adult thing, whether you know what, it's just a mature thing, adult or woman. But we're talking about men right now. Man the fuck up, and at some point say, yo, this is what I feel uncomfortable doing. I cannot do this, and it's going to make me not feel good. And even though you might say, well, you should be able to get over it, I can't. And that's where I'm at.
And
so either you go do it and be fine on your own, or let's find a place to where I can afford it and we go together. And maybe it's going to take longer because I have to save up. But then when we go, we will feel like we're equals, and I think we will feel like we both earned it instead of you're paying for everything.
Was the most egregious form of this your ex-husband, the fiance, or was there someone after that was even
what was
worse?
like the most egregious form of this? I would say.
Like, I was dating somebody and we were in like Miami, for example. Not my ex, no, not my ex-fiance. And also we were much younger, and the disparity wasn't as vast.
She couldn't afford to have someone killed. back then.
It's just paying for him all the time would have still put me in a bad place. Like I didn't have so much money that it didn't make a dent in my life.
Yes.
But like I was dating somebody and we were like in Miami and I had paid for the trip. I paid for the hotel. We were splitting.
Yeah,
Damn.
Like,
more than enough.
We were
Yeah.
splitting. And I remember like
Usama's
we
like,
needed to
"Why
go
am I
somewhere. I called an Uber. I was like, okay, let's get an Uber. And he didn't like gesture for his phone.
Yes.
And I felt like my head was going to explode. I felt so angry. I was like, I'm doing what I can.
Bro, it's $20. Pay for the
I
fucking.
need you to
You
do
can
what-
use
I need you to
Lyft.
do what
Don't
you
even
can.
tip, you stupid.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you don't
Use
gotta tip.
Lyft. It'll be 18, dude. Yeah.
It just,
okay.
it made me feel insane that like okay, fine, you can't I want to stay in a certain type of hotel. I'm gonna stay there, but like I'd like you to, as just a gesture, pay for the Ubers, suggest places we can go eat that you can't afford. I know it's not, all these things are like very flowery, and it's like it's not like so easy to be like, well, I think that I'm paying for it. It fucking sucks. These conversations suck. They're so hard. It's probably the hardest conversation.
Also, be an
we'll
adult and
ever
fucking do
have.
it.
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's Miami, bitch.
I
Yeah.
mean, because the alternative is that you're just going to be mad at your partner all the
Resentful.
time, and it's not going to work out.
That's why I love
And
just,
assert yourself.
just paying. Because I hate that conversation anyway.
You're paying?
I always pay, Reyna. I don't know if
You,
know
Mr.
that.
My currency is jokes.
Hello. Jokes USD.
He
Yep.
just, the thing is, he hasn't been able to get a woman who has a lot of money. But once he does,
Listen,
she'll be paying for everything.
The women at the train station are great, beautiful people.
yeah, they swipe.
I pay for everything. I have money. I pay for everything. Most I can. I don't like that conversation anyway. I like to keep things very in the positive, right? And the energy wise. And so anything that's maybe in the air can become a negative. Like what's paying? Who's paying? Who are these questions? I say fuck it. I pay for the most things until maybe week 3 or 4 when things are like vibing.
Then you start talking about
Then
splitting it and stuff.
It's like,
Are you guys bringing? So okay, I don't like money conversations.
Rayna
They
looked
are
at me like I
weird.
was like literally homeless. I was like, she's like, you pay?
You're the one that said jokes are your currency, and you're
I
happy to be
think
paid
this
for.
was in, I think, the hypothetical where the woman is like, what's her name? Something Bezos, whatever the fuck her name is.
Mackenzie?
Mackenzie
Mackenzie
Bezos. Yeah, like
Bezos?
she has so much money that she's paying for everything. And Usama's like, well, I'll be a funny clown. You know what I mean? Like, which,
that
by the
kind
way,
of spirit. Okay, so I have a
Yes.
question for you guys.
What?
Is there a point at which you are paying for so much that you're like, I don't like this?
yeah, if after 3 or 4, maybe after 3 to 5 dates, she hasn't even offered to buy something or pay for something, then I'm kind of like, what's the deal?
Are people doing that?
Yeah.
5 dates and they're
There's
not.
there's not one person that I've been on 5 dates on that is like that.
ever.
I'm a pretty good weeder out of that. Kind of
That's what I'm
energy.
saying. I'd have to really like her, but I'm
Yeah.
saying after 3 dates, if she's not even like we
Well,
said,
like
a lot of
5
times
dates, is she
all
my
we need
wife?
is
Yeah.
all we need is the reach for the phone,
Yeah.
or for an Uber, or the reach for the wallet. That's all we need.
Just superficially
Or
pretend
it's-
you're going to pay.
It's so easy to be, but like after 3 or 4 dates, I need you to be like, oh, I'll get this coffee, I'll get this ice, I'll get something, because then after a while I go like, dude, number one, I don't have a shit ton of money, but number two, like again, now it feels transactional, and like I'm just paying to have time, like paying to be with you.
3 to 5 dates is crazy. Nobody owes you anything. It's crazy. This like stranger.
I know,
should
but
give
I'm
you
saying
their
a lot of
money.
times with guys, it's traditionally we're supposed to pay for her.
I think it's like
Yeah.
so crazy, like that people are like,
Hey,
yeah,
I
you
do
paid
too.
for me on the first 3 days. What? This stranger who has worked for their money. is just
After
a
2
pig.
days,
hold
try
on,
to do
hold
some
on.
shit.
There's a little bit of
We're
like,
not going to be able to get to Hinge, I don't think.
Hold on.
That's okay.
There's
This is more
there's
interesting.
a lot
Okay.
of more.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
guys,
shit.
everyone who sent
I
in your
told you the
hinges,
money conversation
sorry,
was gonna be good.
And
but,
I stand by my jokes idea. I feel like she wants to hate on it. I like to stand by it.
I just want you to get a rich chick so bad.
I
and
have
just,
had
and just to be like,
some
I'm
riches.
just gonna make her laugh.
Oh god.
And then I come in and I make her
I-
laugh really hard, and
yeah.
then I see her go like this. Like I make her laugh, and I see her go like, huh. and then Usama's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Bro, first of all, you thought this out, and that's creepy. Okay, that's fucking weird. Also, that really hurt me. Actually, very deeply hurt me.
That actually really hurt.
That actually was not cool. I think it's also an understanding of energies, understanding of who the person is. Doesn't have to only be money. If I find out other ways that they're shitty, the money doesn't even matter. Because I'm out before that.
You don't think somebody's shitty if like 3 dates in they haven't even gestured
I do think they're
for
shitty.
their wallet?
No. I think full stop, they're shitty.
full
Yes.
stop?
I think full stop. You're a shitty person. I'm gonna make a.
Well, hold
I'm
on.
gonna make a blanket statement. If somebody has been on the hook for you for 3 dates in a row, you're a shitty person.
This is
You have
the
to pay
kind
for your
of
wallet.
Reyna's-
fucking personality
Okay.
that we want. That's dope. All right, more people should be thinking like
Okay,
that.
okay.
But my one caveat is, I will say if like culturally, it's been instilled in them like very deeply.
Grow up.
I know, but like, okay, we're in America, but like, what if in another culture you're just like, that's how it is?
I can only listen. I'm a white
Exactly.
heterosexual American female in her 30s. I can only speak to my experience.
But we are
my
dating in
experience-
America.
Yeah, my
Yes.
experience is that nobody owes me anything. So if they pick up the tab for drinks, great, that's fine. I'll pick up the tab for dinner the next time. Like I think
Yeah.
it should be reciprocal, and I would never not offer to split a check.
Mm-hmm.
I was there too. You don't owe me any money.
You're right. Grow up, and if you don't do anything after 3 dates, you're fucking shitty.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I
For
think
real.
you should gesture for your wallet on first date.
I think as
For
guys
me-
we don't
for
speak
me-
up,
for
but
me,
in our
hold on.
head we're like, this chick kind of sucks.
Dude, if I,
Yeah.
on the other hand, this is just for me.
On the
personally,
other hand, let's see the
I
other
can
hand.
only-
Like, that was
I can
for me?
only.
I'm looking at that head. Let me see the other
I
hand.
can only speak to my experience, which
Yeah.
apparently is not valued here.
Your jokes are valued as
So, if a girl offers to
Some of
pay,
your dimples
hold
are
on, hold on. I have to Lil John this conversation for a goddamn second. If I, and I'm gonna talk slow just to really enjoy this part. If I am on a date, 3 dates, and she offers to pay 3 times, but she doesn't laugh at anything, I think that's worse than if she.
Get the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. A chick can pay for 10 days, she doesn't laugh at anything. I'm like, nom, 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 nom. I'm eating it up. I'm eating that shit up. Are you kidding me?
Num, 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 num.
I'm fucking,
Dylan's
more
like, I don't
sushi,
even care if
please.
she can
Nom,
talk
nom,
before
nom.
I'm
More
saying
sushi, please.
I don't care if she's fucking asleep. It's num, 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 num.
She could be doing her taxes every time, like making trades. I'm like, what you doing,
Nah.
babe?
Nom, 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 nom,
This
nom.
is so good. Yes, sir. I'd like some more caviar. Yeah. I'll be a little fucking whore for you. You're paying for. I'm a food whore, bro. I'm not a sex whore. I'm a food whore.
Okay.
Okay.
Dylan, I'll take you out.
And I'm cheap too. Okay.
Dylan
buy you-
only likes ramen.
Okay.
That's all he cares about. Dylan likes $8 bottle
I
thing
have
of
such
ramen.
a
That's
poor
all he cares
mindset.
about.
I have
know.
such a
I can't believe you
scarcity
even thought of
mindset.
caviar. That was crazy. Dylan's like,
Hey,
I'm gonna
hey,
get
hey,
extra
you know-
noodles in that ramen.
You know what's luxury? A bowl of hot water. You know what I'm saying? And some noodles in it.
With some lemon tea. Yeah, one time I was with Reyna and I was like, I want to get extra noodles. And I was like, it's $3. And she was like, get the fucking noodles. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Dylan
You're right.
wants somebody that can afford the add-ons, like the egg, a little bit
Dude,
extra.
if I
pork.
saw-
Here's what I want.
If
I
I
want
saw-
apps every meal.
Dude.
If you can order apps every meal.
Why aren't we dating?
And not
it's crazy. I could buy you apps.
Dude, if I
You want to know why?
If I ever saw-
Because
if I
my
ever-
ego couldn't deal
There's
with the
a
fact that you're
Chili's
just
half
so-
a block from
If
here.
I ever saw Reyna and Dylan out and I didn't know them, and I'd see them out, I'd be like, what is that gimp doing with that amazing blonde woman?
What? Oh my God.
Because you are such a simp when it comes to Reyna for some reason.
Why?
I
Because
love it.
she's the,
I love
she's
it.
the only person
But-
that's ever done anything nice for me in the industry. Full stop. What do you mean? She's the only person.
She like said you're funny. once,
Other
and, like,
guys are like, oh, I don't like him. He's too tall.
She's like, she gave you one thing. You're like, I'll drink your bathwater until I die. And it's weird, but I love it. I love it.
What do you mean?
Well, I love both of you. I would do anything for you guys.
Because she's
Not butt
introduced me
stuff,
to an
but-
entire world of girls got to eat. She's the fucking reason I'm seeing this girl now.
That is true.
I hate that so deeply.
I know.
Don't tell me
There's a
that.
girl in Istanbul. When
For real?
We had that was like,
What?
When you come to Istanbul, I want to take you to Sultanahmet. And I'm just like, because girls go to eat. If she said it in Turkish.
Yeah. You're like, how'd you find me?
Usama
She's
was like, I spent
Bint
time
Rab-
there. I know Turkish.
I'll fucking learn. Yeah.
yeah. You go. They have mics there. What's up?
Yeah. That's Mike Sowell, bitch.
It's a great place.
I love Istanbul. Yeah.
Oh, I've never been.
I've been.
I have. It's
Yeah.
great.
I have as well.
Of course you
Where'd you
have.
go?
My best friend's boyfriend is Turkish
Oh,
and
fuck.
grew up there, and so I went on a trip with them
You
there.
went to Sultanahmet?
I don't know what you just said.
Sorry, that's the easiest thing to ask about Istanbul, and she's like, you have no idea.
I don't know what you're.
How about
what
you
the words
just
you're saying.
like pronounce it like slow?
Sultanahmet.
It was
Sultan-
6 years ago. I don't remember. We were in Istanbul. That's where, and then we went to Bodrum in the south.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very nice this time
I've
of year.
traveled a lot.
There we go.
If you want to sound like you know any place, just say it's very nice this time of year. And they're like, oh, you must. Wow.
That's the rich way to say a place is great. Like it's great this
Great
time of
this
year.
time of year.
We
Yeah,
love
you
summering
got
there.
it.
Or
Yeah.
you could say, we would never go this time of year.
Oh
that
yeah.
sounds even richer.
We don't go during the
Yes.
busy season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we have a cabin there. Yeah. It's literally Monaco. We have a cabin there.
The locals are so nice. That's another like
Yeah.
rich person. The locals are. Just
We love the culture
we
there.
love the locals. We love the
It's
culture.
so funny.
Is there anything else you want to ask before we wrap it up?
This just flew by. I love.
Yeah, it did. It was great.
Seriously.
Oh, I'm great at podcasting.
We know.
The ultimate fucking podcaster.
Well, I love
and Reyna
this
will
topic.
be back next week.
Women ask a lot, are men intimidated by my success? And I think that it's just like how you talk about your success.
I think more often than not, the answer is yes, and they might not admit it, but I think a lot of times they are, and it's something that I think the women in the relationship have to maybe bring it up in a calm way, would be like, hey, look, I think we should just talk about this because it doesn't make me uncomfortable, but I want you to be comfortable because I care about you. If it comes from a place always of, I want this to be equitable and I want to care about you, but maybe don't try to be like, I want to make you better or fix you. Like, guys don't want to feel like someone is like mommying them or like making them better. A lot of dudes, they like, for our ego, we want to feel like we're doing it on our own, and we got there on our own. Even if we can't, dudes got to get past that, because our egos are, I don't want to say like fragile, but I mean,
can I say a button for this? I think that works with everything. Is that
tell a joke?
Knock knock. The main thing that we always want to feel like is being the man, right?
Yes.
And if we don't feel like the man, that's a problem for us. Now, here's the truth: is that being a true man, being the real man, is just empathy for the other person, and that is what they really give a fuck about. It's not about being the man, because the only thing that you need to be the man is empathy.
You think so?
I think so.
I think it's also. I'll just add to that. In my opinion, is being a provider, and that just means in some way find a way that the man feels
empathy
like he's
is the providing. That's what I'm saying.
That's what you provide.
Yeah.
That's like his bullshit. I make her laugh. All right. No. Also, like build something. Okay.
Why are you getting so
also,
angry?
Like a table?
Also build some shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
We're just having a discussion here.
I'm not mad at you. Bro, I love you.
They're
What is
jerking
this?
each other off.
Is there
Let
like
the record
cold
show.
brew? You're on caffeine, buddy.
I love cold brew. Wait, why is it keto cold brew?
I'm wondering
What
the
is
entire
that?
podcast, like, why is Dylan getting more jittery and crazy? And it's like
Can I
it's
try
like
it?
nitro bullet explosion.
All right, let me see. Is there anything left?
Dylan,
your back
stop
wall.
drinking coffee during the podcast.
Bro, I'm chilling. I'm good.
I think if you find that like men are quote unquote intimidated by your success, you have one or two options here. You either date people that you feel will not be intimidated by your success, so you maybe you get on Raya instead of Hinge. Just find people in a different dating pool. If you genuinely are finding, I am so rich, I'm so successful, no one can live up to it. Date a different caliber
Date
of
at
man.
your level. Date at
or
your level.
on another, or decide that you have different priorities. Decide like, okay, well, all these guys I'm dating are like intimidated by my success, and that's a problem. Well, maybe if you've found happiness with those people, then decide that like financial success isn't as important. Figure out what's important to you and
huge.
lean into it. But
Beautiful.
That's fucking huge.
like one of those things.
But also empathy.
Also, and
Also
You know
my-
what?
Also my thing.
And
You know
jokes.
what?
Also
I'm gonna let him end on that. Okay. I was gonna say what a great way for us to end on that amazing little diatribe by Reyna.
Thank you.
And then Usama had
It's not a
You know what? It
diatribe.
wasn't a diatribe. I know. It wasn't a diatribe. But that little what do I call it? The point, her thesis, whatever the
you.
fuck you want to call it.
What happens when
Okay?
I'm not here? Do you guys? Are you okay?
We just kiss.
Literally, he fingers me real quick.
Your video is cute. They like this all the time.
Yeah, we're just wild.
Yeah,
Fonz is cool, right?
Fonz is the man.
You look so much like our video guy. It's crazy.
Dude, he's the
I
man.
can't stop looking at
It's
you.
vibes. It's
Yeah.
vibes. We're just
All right, Reyna, thank you so much. This was amazing.
We literally love you.
love
So
you.
pumped this
We
episode.
can't wait to have you back.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, in this world, there's only a couple people that always just like always giving love, regardless.
Yes.
And you're one of those people I don't see that much, but every time I see you, it's just always fucking good energy.
I'm just
Yeah.
so excited to see both of you. I think you're so funny. I think like you're it. Like you have it. I think you're gonna be
Damn.
so successful. I love you guys. You've been like great guests on our show.
Yeah.
All of our audience members like really love you guys.
Cut that.
Thank
And
you.
it's such a pleasure
Cut
to have
that, baby.
you.
Send it to the New York Times.
No jokes, just sucking me off right now. Emotional.
Hey, Vulture, did you hear about it? Put us in your top 10 podcast, you fucking pieces of shit. Okay, guys, thank you so much.
Two most suckable podcast hosts.
Two most suckable podcasts.
Vulture exclusive.
I would fuck both of you.
Thank you so much.
I mean,
Hey,
not-
that's where we end it. What a great way to
That's it.
fucking end it. We
Yeah.
got to get every guest to say that.
That's our sign up. Would you fuck us? Who would you fuck more?
That's
you
actually-
should
that is
end
good.
every interview with which one of us would you rather fuck.
That's good.
Wow.
of course.
That's good.
That's
Guy
great.
or
great.
girl.
No, you have to ask every guest
That's
to
true.
close with who
I'm
would
not
you
going to
rather
ask
fuck.
because I know the answer to this one, so we're just going to get off the podcast.
What
real
you think?
quick.
You think it wouldn't be you?
Reyna, I'm not going to ask it.
What you think?
Reyna?
I'm like I don't like brown
Listen,
guys.
We know-
Ashley wants
we-
to fuck me and Reyna wants to fuck Dylan.
So that's
we know this.
that's the answer is that
We know
Ashley
this.
wants to fuck you and
Yeah.
I by default I'm with Dylan.
yeah.
By default, bro.
I love Dylan so much. The first time I saw Dylan, he like walked through the bar at Sticker Treat in Brooklyn. It like took my breath away. He's
No one's used that word in years. Took my breath away. That is old school, baby.
The way Reyna talks about me, honestly, I'm like, damn.
Dude, she almost has like shit like thou art and stuff. Like she's Shakespearean.
I mean, he looks like a movie star. Look at
gorgeous.
his face. Look at his teeth.
Now we got to cut
looks
this out.
like a movie star that's on
Fonz, we gotta, yeah. People are outside waiting to get in the podcast studio. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Why Do Guys.
Which movie star?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Technically, Paul Giamatti is a movie star.
Michael Caine. Yeah.
Michael Caine.
Reyna, you guys can find Reyna online at Rayna Greenberg, Girls Gotta Eat podcast, Vibes Only.
Yes.
Find Usama Stands Up. I'm Dylan J. Palladino. And send in your Hinge profile, send in your questions, send in your stories. We'll talk to you soon. Later.
Love.